Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. In the last episode we talked to the Hardy Boys, and I think Kim has something that he wants to say. So let's have a chat.
Officer, what was that?
What was what?
You looked strange when he mentioned the assault victim's name. Do you know that woman?
Yes?
Is there something I should know before we talk to her?
Whatever you do, don't say the first thing.
I didn't rape her, oh god. I met her in the hallway after I woke up. She knows I didn't remember being a cop. I tried to hit on her. We're gonna go with this one. I tried to hit on her.
Understood.
Stone-faced? It went pretty okay, I guess.
It doesn't matter how it went, officer. What else?
I met her in the hallway after I woke up.
Understood. You were not in good shape on Monday.
And she knows I didn't remember being a cop.
Okay, that's manageable.
Let's move on.
We'll be alright, officer. This is nothing.
Okay, good. Thanks, Kim. You've got my back. I know you have.
You feel fortified by his assurance. It's going to be all right.
See, what a hero.
Is it though? Nothing? You're still in for a bumpy ride here. Try not to mess it up.
I'll try my best. We apparently finished the 15th Indo tribe.
The 15th Indo tribe. Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory. The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Oh wow, that's sad. What bonuses do we get? Plus 10 cents for every green orb clicked. Ooh, money for information. So if I just go to the bookshop, I can suddenly learn loads of things and make like 30 cents. Okay. I really should learn the indirect nodes of taxation, shouldn't I? I should spend these points on actual skills, but it's a small part of me that wants more. This would lower my empathy, which is kind of problematic. The Kingdom of Conscience. Advanced race theory? No, I refuse. Some kind of superstar. These only take like an hour, 10 minutes. An hour 45. Should I get one more? Let's do it. Do we do indirect modes of taxation? Maybe losing empathy before talking to the victim's a bad idea. But then on the other hand, maybe I could make money. Let's go. How bad can it be? Empathy -2. We have high empathy anyway, so it could be worse. I'm going to go check and see if I can get some money. To the bookshop. Wait, there's a green thing. Wait, why is there a green thing here? Rue de Saint Ghislaine. 8B. Did I make money? I didn't see money. Watch that money. Let's go. This is a book about pâté. Excuse me, ma'am. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about Boidiero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Oh my. Yeah, we made some money there. That's going to come in handy, I feel. We're going to make... I wish I knew about that earlier. I have just remembered that I'm going to have to pay for my room again, aren't I? Can we speak to the lady? Is she down here? Or is she going to be up in her room? Let's go see if she's upstairs. We still don't know what's in that blue door. Colour me intrigued. She lived in... I think this apartment?
The door is closed.
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door.
Tired. Controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Okay. Wait. Is there anything to steal? I mean, acquire? Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman's. Wait, we can get through the back here? Oh, hello, wait. This room has sad all over it. Reminds you of your own. Oh, this is the bathroom. Okay, well she said she was upstairs, so that could be worse. You see the yard below. The corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Let's look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Let's look at the medication.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite a collection in here.
Anything of note?
Let's search.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra.
What is Nacra?
Nacra. This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Oh. Nacra. Opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
The lieutenant nods and looks at the door. Let's search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotwaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Electrochemistry? I think I might actually have something. Can we have what? +1 for a chemical hangover, but we may actually have... Uh-oh. Why am I in a loading screen? Hello? What the hell just happened there? Did I just get kicked out of her apartment? Color me massively confused. I'm guessing it bugged out in some way or another there. Physical instrument, esprit de corps. I swear I have something that does electrochemistry. Ahahaha, the laborer's genes. Maybe that will push us enough so we can actually do it.
The pockets of these new jeans are perfect for sticking your hand into. Makes you look cool, calm, and collected. As your hand enters the pocket, your fingers brush against something, soft, yet crinkly.
What the hell could that be? Let's take the item out.
Hey, it's a chewing gum wrapper. It reminds you of the fruity juice of apricots. You should inspect it closer if you have time. Something about the wrapper's texture is familiar.
Okay.
By the way, the raw materials were most likely exported from Seaguy, the apricot suzerainty, and processed in sur-le-clay into the apricot-flavored chewing gum, loved by kids of today and yesterday. Something about it is familiar, and not only to your fingers.
Sometimes I wonder, but how Encyclopedia knows quite so much. But yes, we have a chewing gum wrapper. We shall have a look at that in a moment. Let's see if we can open...
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs, plus an old toothbrush, and...
Wasn't it 58% before? Have these genes not helped me at all? Oh well, let's find out.
a bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it, in sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Okay, now, I could take it here, but I'm not going to. What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Wonderful. Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Peptide.
Peptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
Let's not. At least we know it's there. Alright. Let's put on my other trousers for the... Oh wait, my normal trousers gave me electrochemistry. Well, damn. I mean, I'd rather have reaction speed to Savoy Fair, so we'll keep the flares on for now. There is an abnormally large amount of jackets to an abnormally small amount of trousers. Right. Anything else in here? I don't think so. So upstairs we go. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. You feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman. Keep that in mind before I steal everything. The bed has been hastily made. Can I check under the welcome mat here? I did not expect a loading screen. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astro menthol. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Maybe we can go in there. I don't know what's gonna... Shall I have a look? Loading screen?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know.
He makes a note in his notebook.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
You think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
So maybe the door below is a mega investigation?
No, still a mini investigation.
Should we just push it?
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets.
Damn, there's no way in hell we're going to kick this door open. We're not strong enough. So we'll leave. Well, let's talk to the lady then.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Thanks, electrochemistry.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander north, toward the yard. Ah yes, because there isn't a dead body hanging in a tree.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
You mentioned the cleaning lady? I think I need one.
Oh yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
It has? Disco Infernum? Hell? You know not of which you speak. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell. To another place. A third place. Much different from our world. No, I just trashed the place. Let's go with, Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Oh no.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Once a cop, always a cop. I have very little idea of what I'm doing. This is unimportant to the case at hand. Let's go with once a cop, always a cop.
Like riding a cop-a-cycle.
She takes a sip of her coffee.
There is the tiniest bit of flattery in there. The way her eyes move from your shoulder to shoulder.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
Nice room you've got here.
Yeah. It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
Where does that door lead to? Point to the door on the roof.
I have no idea, officer.
She looks at it calmly. What are you doing here, in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
I think that matches what we found downstairs.
The bills downstairs concur.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol.
Here on the Insulindian Isola.
Came to see the new world. It's a tourist thing.
This is by far not the only reason she's here. She isn't overtly hiding it either.
What happened to the old New World? Or what happened to the old world? Let's go with this one.
Conference centers. A lot of them.
Okay, so now we have to go with, I hate to say it, but you've got SAD all over the place, or you've quite the collection of prescription drugs down there. Let's go with this one. I don't want to say we've invaded her privacy, but this isn't exactly the best thing to say, but let's see where it goes.
Yeah, I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The SAD got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you?
Seems fair.
Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial SAD spill in there.
She taps the roof with her heel.
Somewhere below, military-grade SAD is dripping off the walls. You should say the first thing. It's honest. It will lead to introspection.
Something is bad? Point to your head. In my head. In the past. Or for me, it's alcoholism, miss? Let's go with this. There's something bad in my past, in my head.
That's where it always comes from, isn't it? From the head and from the past.
It's a feeling. White and filled with doom. Gaseous, invisible, deadly. It's everywhere.
Sounds like an advanced form of what I've got. With a bit of old love sprinkled on top.
Probably, yeah.
Love is terror.
Leveled up there, which is quite good. You have quite a collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Oh, that was brilliant line delivery. She says, without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The anti-star is, or was, a vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
That's a bad mutation right there. The collection includes Narca, an opioid antagonist. Let's ask about that one, Narca.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Fair.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
He takes a drag and smiles. You seem to have among them other things. Peptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes then.
Very funky.
Takes a drag, looking you straight in the eye. I have other questions for you.
Okay.
She takes a pensive drag of her cigarette. They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag, unperturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
It's kind of like 9:30, but sure.
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
As if it's going to give me the option to say it's evening. Oh. Actually, it's evening. But
Is it?
squinting, she takes a look around. The sun sets in the sea. Long shadows pass over the plaza below.
It is evening. Time flies, man.
So, were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
Yeah, but, like, were you actually, or are you just going to say that you weren't?
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
Okay, that's fair.
By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Okay, so Titus asked you to spice things up for us? Are you sure you weren't raped? That's a bizarre question. What did happen between you and the victim? What can you tell me about him? Name? Eyes? Age? What did they hang him for, if not rape? Let's start with what did happen between you and the victim.
We partied.
What kind of partying? Point to your bloated face. The kind I do?
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Other than this? Keep pointing to your face. I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
Valid point.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved, or?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
Lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment, a military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
10 centimeter heels? Good lord.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
Okay. It must have been hard for you. Point to the yard. Seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes.
Oh, she was the lady who called us, huh?
Jackpot.
Let's say nothing.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Hey, we won't tell anyone.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Before we go on, if it's snitching, then why did you do it?
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him.
Paula's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it? How?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Wow, she knows what she's doing.
So that's why the phone is out of order. She tampered with the whirling landline.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs?
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, you'd still be hanging there.
So Titus asked you to spice things up. For us?
Pretty much.
She cradles her coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them.
Shall we say, are you sure you weren't raped? I mean, I think we're pretty sure this isn't the case, but let's see what she says.
I'm 89% sure.
So you're not entirely sure?
You know how it is.
Actually I don't.
Maybe you don't.
She flicks a bit of ash away. The ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off.
In conclusion, officer, I'm gonna go with a mild to medium not raped here.
Okay, if that's what she says. Okay then.
She takes a long, hard drag of her cigarette, then stretches her neck.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his, I don't know, hair.
Another puff, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
She meant she sees him in her dreams.
Go with, I've also seen him in a dream.
You have? Not like I do, I imagine.
He's run out of a cigarette. Time to light a new one. How do you see him?
You don't want to know.
He looks into the pack. It's light green, then pulls out a ciggy. I see him as me.
She dips the cigarette in the lighter's flame and inhales, then looks at you with her lungs full of smoke.
He breathes out through her nostrils. The air smells of menthol.
Funny.
The lieutenant says softly.
Funny how?
Nothing. I also saw him. We had a long inspection and that sort of thing sticks with you. Let's move on.
So, what did they hang him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
How did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Oh dear.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Well, thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
I had something else before we go. A little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her mouth.
What is your name, miss? For the record.
Clausier Amondou.
Nice name. Where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
What is Oranje?
A bad memory, officer.
A bad memory of what?
Of lilacs and lightning. parks, glass, duraluminium. Vredefort is a conference city. It's always autumn there. And night. At least it was for me.
What's so bad about that?
Nothing. If you're no longer there.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer.
Ah,
His partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm. He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
what's that?
Oranje's lit.
Oranje's lit?
Oranje's literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranje literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranjese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
If that's true, then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
Orajonian lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranje's lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
He smiles.
It's the world's most tired smile.
Take a look at your passport, please? Seems like a very random thing to ask, but sure, why not?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Okay, that's pretty hardcore.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
How do I know you've told us your real name?
If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
She seems to be telling the truth, sire.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. That's it. For the record.
The record. So official.
We could have volition. Look her in the eye. I need to talk to you about your room again?
Yeah?
Oh.
Alright.
Let's talk more about this so-called
Not my
assault.
favorite topic.
No.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
I noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes. You're just one room away. Very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like,
He waits for you to finish the sentence.
Get a grip, he thinks. At least do your personal stuff when I'm not here.
Okay. Let's return to this later, miss.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Okay, I think in the next episode what I'm going to do is I'll talk to Kim again, and then he'll go to bed, and then we'll come back and we'll speak to this lady. But this is where I shall end this episode, so thank you all very much for being here. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.